What's going on, everybody? Alex here with Startup Wise. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to set up email campaigns in GoHighLevel step by step. But with that said, here's what we're going to break down in this video. How to build your first campaign, choosing the right type of email, how to use the design editor the right way, writing subject lines and content that actually convert, scheduling and sending your campaigns with confidence, and finally, how templates can save you hours and keep your branding consistent. But before we touch the software, let's get one thing straight. Email marketing is not dead. In fact, it's one of the few channels that you can fully control. Here's what I mean. Social media platforms change algorithms every year. And the thing that most people miss is that you don't own your followers. The only thing that you actually own is your email list. Once somebody gives you their information, it tells you that they trust you, and then you have their information forever. This is all stored inside of your CRM, which you control. It's better than just having somebody follow you. You actually own your traffic now. So when you're setting up an email campaign in GoHighLevel, don't think of it as just sending a message. Think of it like unlocking more lifetime value from those leads that you already have. All right, with that said, let's jump right into the tutorial. So in GoHighLevel, you're going to want to obviously go from your dashboard, scroll down to marketing on the left-hand column. Right here, you're going to press marketing. Right next to social planner is going to be emails. So just click that, and then you'll be able to see your statistics, your campaigns, and your templates. Inside of GoHighLevel, you'll be able to see two things. The first one's going to be campaigns, and then the next one is going to be templates. Here's a simple breakdown. Campaigns are one-off emails you send for a specific purpose. So think about product launches, seasonal sales, or announcements. And then templates are going to be reusable structures that you can save and pull up at any time. For example, if you run a weekly newsletter, you can build a design once and save it as a template. All right, let's get started with building a new campaign. So when you press campaign, you'll see two options. You'll see create folder and also new. So you're going to go ahead and press new to create a campaign, or you can go ahead and use folders right away just to simply stay organized. So how it works is you can create a folder for promotions, one for newsletters, and then another one for any offers or launches that you're going to have. All you have to do is just simply name the folder. I'm not going to do so right now. We're just going to go ahead and create a new campaign, but this just helps with your organization. And honestly, the organization now will save you a ton of time once you start to send dozens of campaigns. You can see that when you click new, it'll go ahead and prompt you for either blank email marketing templates or your templates. So GoHighLevel gives you pre-built templates that you can go ahead and use inside of campaigns. It's really cool. They have a bunch of different templates for you. So you can sort it by all templates, my template, shared with me, system templates, favorites, and these are the different categories they're going to have. So they have automotive, beauty and fashion, business, coaching, and consulting. This is probably one of my favorite ones, especially if you're in the info product business. These are going to be super useful. You also have creative, financial, health and wellness, holidays, home services, insurance, legal, marketing agency, medical, other, real estate, restaurant and bar, review request, and then travel and hospitality. And these are honestly really great for beginners because they're really simple to get started with and they look very professional. Pretty much all you have to do is just choose one of these templates and then just swap in your own text and your own information. Here's the trick. Every campaign you make trains your list. So it trains them to open, click, and pay attention to your offers. All right, so all you have to do in order to do this is go to marketing, emails, and then you'll go to new. After this, you'll just go ahead and press blank. You'll see different options right here. You have the plain text editor, the code editor, and then design editor. So for the sake of this purpose, I'll go ahead and press design editor, and it'll go ahead and take us to the main design page. So right above here, you're going to want to obviously name your campaign. So we'll just say $29 low ticket offer. So that's what we'll go ahead and do for the name of our campaign. That way we keep it organized. So when creating a campaign, you'll see three different types of emails that you can actually build. The first one you're going to see when you press blank is you're going to see the plain text editor. So what this is it's just simple, clean, personal looking emails. It's perfect for direct messages, reminders, or just casual updates. You can see if we press it, this is what it's going to look like. It's going to look very simple, not too much going on here. So yeah, this is just more for those casual updates. We also have the code editor, which is HTML. If you guys know that, that's awesome. You can go ahead and use it. But if you don't, it is a little bit complicated to learn. It's just coded emails with advanced design. So it's great if you're already a developer, but most beginners, I would say, should skip this one. And then you have the design editor. This is the drag and drop builder where you can add text, images, buttons, and a bunch more other things. This is what I'm going to be breaking down for you guys in this video. And here's why it matters. The plain text often feels a little bit more personal, and it oftentimes gets opened a little bit more. People are already used to fancy promotional looking emails emails, so then they ignore them. But a plain text message like this that feels like it came directly from you can really cut through all the other noise and what everybody else is doing. So it's just a good way for you to be able to stand out and feel more personal, create more of a connection with your leads and your audience. So just use the plain text when you want to feel personal, and then use the design template when you want to go ahead and launch an offer. All right, so now if you go ahead and select the design editor, what will show up for you? It's sort of a drag and drop editor, just like you see in the GoHighLevel funnel builder or anywhere else on GoHighLevel. On the left, you can choose a bunch of different things like text, images, button, your logo. You can go ahead and add that in right here. You got dividers. You can add your social. You have a footer, the code, preview URL, and just a bunch of other options meant for you guys. You'll also be able to preview how the email looks both on desktop and on mobile right here, which does matter because honestly, most of your audience are most likely going to be reading their emails through their phone. That's why you want to make sure that it looks good on mobile as well. You want to keep it really simple, a logo, a headline, a couple of lines of text. You can also just embed your video if it's a VSL. You can go ahead and put your heading right here, embed your VSL, and then put text below it. One clear, clean action is all you really need for a campaign. A clean email with one clear action always almost outperforms a clutter email that has 5 different links inside of it. I mean, I like to think of it like this. Every extra item you add is just another distraction for somebody to accidentally click on. So yeah, like I said, you can use the left panel to drag any elements in. You can add text, you can add video, images right here. You can also add a big button. So if you have a call to action, you can go ahead and add the call to action button here. But yeah, just play around with it. The more you use it, the more you'll get familiar with it, and the easier it will be for you to build out those campaigns. Then obviously just go ahead and preview it to see how it would look on desktop, see how it would look on a tablet, and then you can go ahead and see how it will look on mobile. All right, now I just want to go ahead and give you guys some quick tips on your subject line, because your subject line is your gatekeeper of your email. How you go ahead and get to that is you're just going to press send or schedule, and then you can go ahead and add in your subject line right here. Next, you want to go ahead and add who it's from, so your sender name, and then of course your email. And then underneath this is going to go ahead and be your body copy. So it's just, this will be used to preview text that displays in some email clients. So here's what I like to say: keep your sentences short and break it up into paragraphs. You also want to talk like a human and not like a brochure. Don't sound like an advertisement in your email. Just make it sound like it's actually coming directly from you. All right, and if we take a look at this, there's a few different options for scheduling and sending inside of GoHighLevel. So you have send now, which goes ahead and sends it instantly. Then you have schedule, where you can go ahead and pick a date and pick a time. This is perfect for promotions. Then next to that, you have batch scheduling. So this will help you send to segments in smaller groups. And honestly, it's really useful if you have a huge list. And then the last one is just going to be RSS schedule. This is super helpful for newsletters that automatically just go ahead and pull in content. And here's my personal advice: just always schedule ahead. So that way you can just review everything before it goes out. I'm telling you, nothing feels worse than spotting a typo and you accidentally clicked send now. And then yeah, so that covers campaigns. And the last piece is really just templates. So if you're sending similar types of emails often, like newsletters or monthly promos, save them as templates. That way you don't have to rebuild the design every single time. So this is what it'll look like inside of the templates. I just went ahead and I clicked one of our templates right here. So this one was just new drip notification. I go ahead and click it and it can show you this template. I mean, templates are really useful for protecting your branding. So every email looks consistent, even if different team members are sending them. And consistency is really what builds trust, especially in email. So people may not notice when your design is perfect, but they'll definitely notice when it feels a little bit sloppy or a little bit consistent, like it's off brand. So just go ahead and build templates once and then reuse them so you can stay consistent, and you can also just save hours of work. And that's how you set up email campaigns in GoHighLevel as a beginner. Remember, at the end of the day, the goal isn't to send perfect emails. It's to send consistent, valuable messages that keep you in front of your audience. So build your first campaign today, keep it simple, and just learn as you go. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button and subscribe to Startup Wise for more tutorials like this. And if you don't have GoHighLevel yet, check out the free 14-day trial link in the description so that you can follow along and build your first campaign step by step alongside this video. But that's pretty much it for me, Alex, on the Startup Wise channel. With that said, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.